Let's talk about my 2025 project before it's too late. Hi, my name is Jenna Jo, if you didn't know, and I am pretty ambitious. I like to set unobtainable goals every single year. AKA, I like to do a big project that usually takes the entire year every single year because I think it's fun. Why not stress myself out until I cry? And it also helps with my memory, like I know, oh yeah, it was that year because I was doing that project. So let's talk about this year. Last year I single crocheted a temperature blanket, and instead of doing like 1 row a day, I was crazy and did 3. 10 out of 10, would not recommend. Oh my gosh, if you're thinking about, oh please don't, learn from me and my mistakes. And I may or may not have developed carpal tunnel in both of my wrists last year, so not crocheting right now. But something that I have missed that I didn't really do as much last year is painting. You may see where I'm going. So I was thinking, what are some painting things that I could do for the entire year? And this is what I came up with. What if I did 1 painting a month, but each month the paintings get bigger? So we could start with something like this size, and then we could work up to however big I guess it gets. I have the first 3 months right now. So here is January, here is February, and here is March. And now you might be looking at the date that this was posted. Yes, I know it is the end of January. It's been kind of crazy, but like always, I caught up, and that's what this video is. So now I know that I'm doing some sort of painting thing. I can't just leave it at that. I like to overcomplicate things. So then I was thinking what kind of themes or ideas or like overarching things I could potentially like tie them all together, and I figured it out. Something else that I love that you might see in the background of this video, I don't currently own too many paintings of. And not for any sort of reason, it just hasn't been like a thought. I haven't like prioritized it. So why not combine the two? If you didn't piece those things together, that's totally okay. The goal is to do 1 Taylor Swift painting every single month, and the canvas size increases every single month as well. And I am making this video in retrospect, so like, here is January, it is done. But I did record the process, which is what you'll see in just a second. But first I wanted to like lay the foundation of it and explain it a little more. But now that I've done that, I guess it is time for voiceover Jenna. If you have any questions, thoughts, ideas, opinions, I would love to know in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you liked this video, it really does help, and maybe consider subscribing if you want to see more of my content. Alright, let's head into voiceover Jenna. Bye! Hey, it's voiceover Jenna. I am so excited to get into today's video. We are sketching and painting a phone, an old-timey rotary phone at that, and I thought I'd start at the beginning of her discography. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do for the last one yet because I have literally no idea, but I am open to your thoughts and ideas. But that means that this first painting is from Debut, or Taylor Swift, or self-titled, or whatever you want to call it. And the goal is to paint something that relates to some sort of lyric from a song that I really enjoy from that specific album. My favorite song off of Debut is Our Song. I know, kind of basic. The song and the music video came out when I was a kid. I think I was like 6 or 7. But honestly, I loved just about everything about it. I loved her hair. I loved the dress. I loved what the song was talking about. It honestly fit me to a T at that time. Like, it was either that year in school or the year after that I had a boyfriend and I had access to a phone, and I was staying on it late hoping my mama didn't know. I actually wasn't living with my biological mother though at this point, but I think you understand what I'm saying. But honestly, when I thought of this idea, this song is one of the first songs that popped into my mind. Like, this phone is so iconic and it fits perfect for this song. I didn't know what color I was going to paint the background until I literally got to this exact point and decided, hey, well, I guess it can be green because that's the color for Debut. But I have also never done anything, any drawings, paintings, anything on this small of a scale, let alone the rotary phone itself. Like, both of these were definitely a challenge in some regard. But I'm almost always down for a challenge, especially if it's going to make me a better painter in the end. And if you don't know, I only started painting in 2020. Like, the world shut down and everyone started making bread, and I was like, maybe I could pick up a paintbrush and try that thing I've always wanted to do. And I would say I've had a pretty on and off again relationship with it throughout the years. It's fun, then it's not. It's awesome, then it's hard. I mean, I feel like it's like that with just about any hobby. But my hope with this is that it is somewhat manageable. It should be at least way more manageable than the temperature blanket last year, while also keeping me on my toes and pushing me to grow as a painter. And I'm not super satisfied with the setup here. I definitely think I'm going to try and do it maybe a slightly different way next time. But you got to start from somewhere, right? I can't wait to see where we are at the end of this year, like looking back at all of this. I'm so excited. So my process here was fairly simple. I wanted to get a pretty rough sketch of what exactly I was doing. Here's me kind of looking at the exact colorings from the exact phone that was used in the exact music video. All right, I'm going to stop saying exact now. I found a few phones that were similar and kind of, flipped back and forth through all of the photos. Here's me looking up the exact phone to see if I can find a better picture of it, but then I realized it was slightly different than the one I had already sketched, so, sticking with the one I sketched, it's gonna be fine. But I wanted to slowly block out what colors are going where. Like, where's the silver gray? Where is the pink? And for me, that can make the details part a little bit easier. You may see that I have two other colors for the main colors on the phone. Like, I have the green for the background, and then I have like that corally pink, and then a little more of like a hot pink, I guess. But then there's also that gray and then the slightly darker gray. Using those darker colors where there needs to be some sort of contrast or trying to mark that there is some sort of line or difference there can be super, super helpful. But right now you can see me continue to block in all of the base colors. And you will see me go over them a few different times because I think it's important to, build layers and stuff. But at this point, I've decided that the initial green is too green. Like, I need to make it a tad bit lighter. I think it's clashing with the pink a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here, getting the sides and everything. And I don't know if it's just me, but I love these time-lapse videos. I am addicted to watching people clean their house or do art or quite literally anything. Oh, the Lego builds, those are also so cool to me. Which is definitely partly why I like to make this content, because it's satisfying to me. So maybe it's satisfying to you too. But it's so cool to me to see a blank canvas, and then we are literally drawing it on, and then we are literally painting the thing that we just drew. I don't know, I think it's really cool. And I commend artists and content creators who take the time out to do these kinds of videos, because as someone who makes them, it can take quite a bit of time. Yes, this video may only be a little bit over 10 minutes, but this entire painting took around 40 minutes. And the sketch before that took about a little over 10 minutes. And then you have to think about the whole editing process. I'm filming a voiceover on top of this video after it's edited. It's an entire thing. It takes a while to make these videos. So whenever I do see one of these videos, I know how much time and effort went into it, and I'm just even more thankful and grateful to have it. Back to Taylor Swift now, though. Let's kind of reel it in a little bit. What is your favorite song from Debut? Do you have a favorite music video? I definitely think this one is also my favorite music video too. At least from this era, okay? Not overall, this era. And what are your thoughts on Taylor Swift Taylor's version? That's what it's going to be called eventually, right? And we're going to get that this year, right? Alright, I'm definitely hoping and clowning, but it kind of seems like we might. We got Fearless Taylor's version and Red Taylor's version, and then we got Midnight's, and then we got Speak Now Taylor's version and 1989 Taylor's version, and then we got the Tortured Poets department. So, naturally, that means we should get Reputation Taylor's version and Taylor Swift Taylor's version. And then who even knows what's going to be after that? All I know is that it's a fun time to be a Swiftie right now. And I may not have been a Swiftie all the way back in 2006. Yes, I did like the song. Yes, I did like this music video, but I wouldn't have called myself a Swiftie at that point. For me, that wasn't until the Red era, though I have learned to love all of the eras in their own special ways, especially with the re-recordings. I'm really happy to dive into this new series with you guys, and I can't believe I am almost done with this phone. It looks so stinking cute. And it was at this moment exactly that I realized that I did not add the little string that connects the phone to the phone. So here I am slowly adding that in. It's definitely not perfect, but I definitely think it gets the point across, and it's such a tiny canvas anyway, so there's only so much you can do. I wasn't able to add the numbers. I mean, I probably might have been able to, but I did not want to overcomplicate it. Sometimes the super minute details aren't 100% necessary. I'm sure you can tell without the numbers that this is a phone. And that's all that I'm trying to do. I think you can tell that it is a pink phone against a green background, and if you are a Swiftie, you may be able to connect that it has something to do with our song, but if not, that's also totally okay. I just explained it to you. Literally an entire 10-minute video where I explain it and sketch it and paint it with you guys. But now we're at the sad yet inevitable part of the video, the end. I hope you guys all have a good day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Bye!